These are 5 top large cap stocks in pre-market with big percentage gains. While watching bullish pre-market price actions, let us inform you our review on RDFN. Redfin Corporation has agreed to be acquired by Rocket Companies in an all-stock transaction valued at $1.75 billion. Each Redfin share will be exchanged for 0.7926 shares of Rocket Companies Class A common stock, representing a 63% premium over Redfin's recent trading price. This move is aimed at integrating Rocket's mortgage and financing products with Redfin's real estate services, simplifying the home buying process for customers. The deal is expected to close in the second or third quarter of 2025, subject to shareholder approval and regulatory conditions. Following the completion, Redfin CEO Glenn Kelman will continue leading the Redfin business under Rocket Companies. The acquisition has led to a significant increase in Redfin's stock price, with shares rising by 65%. This strategic acquisition reflects Rocket's ambition to create a more streamlined, integrated real estate platform, positioning it to better compete with industry players like Zillow. Our review on CKPT. Checkpoint Therapeutics Incorporated has experienced a notable surge in its stock price following the announcement of an acquisition deal with Sun Pharmaceutical Industries. Shares of Checkpoint jumped 64% to $4.06 after the company revealed that Sun Pharma would acquire all outstanding shares of Checkpoint in a transaction valued at approximately $1.2 billion. Under the terms of the agreement, Checkpoint shareholders will receive an upfront cash payment of $4.10 per share, which represents a 66% premium over Checkpoint's last closing price on March 7th. In addition to the upfront payment, shareholders will also receive a contingent value right, CVR, entitling them to an additional 70 cents per share in cash if cosabelimab, Checkpoint's lead anti-PD-L1 antibody, receives approval prior to specific deadlines in the European Union or in certain countries including Germany, France, Italy, Spain, or the UK. The agreement represents a significant strategic move for both companies. For Checkpoint, the acquisition by Sun Pharma brings immediate financial value to its shareholders and a promising pathway for its innovative oncology pipeline, including cosabelimab, which is under evaluation for various cancer indications, and olafertinib, an advanced third-generation EGFR inhibitor being explored for non-small cell lung cancer. Checkpoint also has other assets in development, including CK-302, an anti-GITR monoclonal antibody targeting solid tumor cancers. The deal is further reinforced by a royalty agreement involving Fortress Biotech, Checkpoint's controlling stockholder, which will be entitled to future royalty payments based on cosabelimab sales. This agreement ensures continued financial benefits for Fortress from Checkpoint's pipeline after the transaction closes. The acquisition is subject to standard closing conditions, including regulatory approvals and the approval of a majority of Checkpoint's voting shareholders, with Fortress agreeing to vote in favor of the deal. The transaction is expected to be completed in the second quarter of 2025, positioning Sun Pharma to expand its oncology portfolio with Checkpoint's promising therapies. With Sun Pharma's extensive resources and global presence, the acquisition could expedite the development and commercialization of Checkpoint's therapies, ultimately benefiting patients and providing new growth opportunities for the combined company. Our review on MLYS. Mineralys Therapeutics Incorporated recently reported strong top-line data from its pivotal Launch-HTN Phase 3 and Advance-HTN Phase 2 trials of lorundrostat for uncontrolled and resistant hypertension. Both trials met primary endpoints, with lorundrostat showing clinically significant reductions in systolic blood pressure, particularly a 16.9 millimeters of mercury reduction in the Launch-HTN trial. The safety profile was favorable, with no major concerns regarding hypotension or other side effects. Additionally, the company completed enrollment in the Explore-CKD Phase 2 trial for hypertension in chronic kidney disease (CKD) patients, and the FDA cleared its IND application for a Phase 2 trial of lorundrostat in obstructive sleep apnea, OSA, and hypertension, expected to start in Q1 2025. Our review on PTGX. Protagonist Therapeutics, Incorporated recently announced positive top-line results from the Phase 2b ANTHEM-UC study of icotrokinra, an oral peptide targeting the IL-23 receptor for ulcerative colitis UC. The highest dose showed a 63.5% response rate at week 12, significantly outperforming placebo, with improvements in clinical remission and endoscopic results. Icotrokinra was well tolerated, with adverse events similar across treatment and placebo groups, highlighting its potential to transform UC treatment with its efficacy, safety, and once-daily oral regimen. Our review on VRN. VRN Incorporated has entered into a strategic business combination with Whitecap Resources to create a leading light oil and condensate producer. The all-share transaction, valued at approximately $15 billion, will establish the combined company as the largest landholder in Alberta's Montney and Duvernay regions, a significant light oil producer in Saskatchewan, and a major player in the oil industry. Under the terms of the deal, VRN shareholders will receive 1.05 Whitecap shares for each VRN share held. The transaction, expected to close by May 30th, will result in a combined production forecast of 370,000 barrels of oil equivalent per day. With projected annualized funds flow of $3.8 billion, the combined company anticipates $1.2 billion in free funds flow after capital investments of $2.6 billion. Whitecap will also secure additional credit facilities totaling $3.5 billion to support the transaction. The leadership of the combined entity will come from Whitecap's existing management team, with 4 directors from VRN, including its CEO, joining the Whitecap board. The transaction is subject to approval from shareholders of both companies and customary regulatory approvals. If the transaction is finalized after May 31st, VRN shareholders will be entitled to a special dividend. The closing is also contingent upon a favorable ruling from the Court of King's Bench of Alberta. Please subscribe, like, and check out more from our playlist. Thanks.